Okay, today is Saturday, November 9th, and today I learned something that is very obvious, but it kind of just clicked for me. You know how sometimes you'll learn something that you already know, but just the way that it's being said, it just kind of clicks for you. That is something that happened to me, and I wanted to share it because I feel like it could be really helpful for your focus. If you know what the SAT is, it's basically just like the main standardized test for high schoolers to take to like put on their college application, that kind of thing. And I was taking a practice test just to evaluate and stuff. And I realized after I took the test, I realized that literally, okay, I was super focused, right, when I'm taking this test. I did it basically first thing in the morning. I had some breakfast and then almost immediately got to it. It was really quiet. Everyone knew I was taking this test, so they were all quiet. I had no distractions. I tried to simulate what the actual test would be like, so just had like the appropriate breaks. I was just very focused, and it was a lot quicker. It didn't take as long as I thought it would take. And I was literally thinking, that is how we should study. That is how we should focus. Because when you're taking a test, like when you're taking something like an important test, right? I find this relatively important to be taking these practice tests. And so I try to take it seriously, like try to simulate what it would actually be like and be very focused, no distractions. I didn't touch my phone at all throughout the whole like 2.5 hour period. And I was just very focused. So literally, why do we not do that for our actual like studying and like focus times? Because that is what we should be doing. We think that like, okay, for these important tests, we need to be absolutely locked in. But okay, when you're doing your homework, you shouldn't be as locked in. You can have your phone there. You can take 30-minute breaks. You can like do what you want. But no, just for these tests, you have to be really locked in. Like literally, why don't we transfer that over? It took at least like maybe it was the same. It took the same amount of time, but at least it felt quicker and it felt easier because it was just going by quicker. And it wasn't like one of those experiences where I'm like, oh my goodness, I hate this so much, blah, blah, blah. Like I was just bang, 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 getting it done. So literally, why don't we do that for our normal focusing? I feel like we need to take our focus sessions more seriously. Because when you take your focus sessions more seriously, like the ability to focus is just one of the most important skills you can have. Because when you are focused and when you can do something efficiently and effectively and get it done quickly, but also like with quality, that is like so important. So why don't we need to be taking that more seriously. When you go to study, when you go to do your homework, just pretend like you're taking an important test. Put your phone away. You aren't allowed to touch your phone for the next hour or whatever. I did it right when I woke up. I didn't fill my brain up with like scrolling and like watching YouTube and stuff. It was one of the first things I did in the morning. So just get it done immediately, like right when you wake up or right when you get home from school or something like that. Remove all the distractions. Like literally it was just me. Oh my goodness, have your materials. That was something I had. Like I had all my materials to take my test like just with me, so I didn't have to like go get a pencil or something while I'm taking the test. I had all my materials right when I started. This literally taking standardized tests and just taking tests in general is a guide for our focusing. Just copy that formula. Have all of your materials. You can't touch your phone. You can't touch any other devices other than what you're doing on your own device. Like literally during breaks, but I didn't like go to a different website or go watch YouTube like during my breaks. I like actually took a genuine break. So just just take your focus more seriously. Pretend like you're taking a big test or pretend like you're doing some big thing, and that'll actually get you to lock in and it'll go by quicker and you'll just be able to get what you need to get done. So that is what I learned today. Take your focus sessions more seriously. It's so simple. Like we take these standardized tests and we automatically know like, okay, I can't have my phone with me because I won't be able to have it with me when I take the actual test. I need to have all my materials with me. I need to have the appropriate breaks. Like even that, you need to make sure you have appropriate breaks when you're studying or focusing. Just take your focus more seriously and realize that it's very simple. when you need to focus, just do the thing. Make sure you have all your materials, no distractions, quiet environment. Like, honestly, tell people, like, I'm trying to focus on this, so can you, like, leave me alone for, like, an hour and try to be relatively quiet? That is actually way more helpful than you would think. Or just get, like, noise-canceling headphones or something. Honestly, don't listen to music. Because a lot of times I'll listen to, like, lo-fi music when I'm studying, and there's a time for that, to have music when you're trying to focus. But, like, if you're really trying to lock in, I wasn't listening to music when I was taking my test. You don't listen to music when you take your tests, so don't listen to music when you are studying for those tests. Does that make sense? Just every time you need to study or you need to focus on something, just take it more seriously and think, like, if this was a test, what would I be doing? Would I change environments? Would I put my phone in a different room? Would I, oh my goodness, set a timer? Literally, dude, this is crazy. Literally, there's a timer. Like, the test is timed, and I had to manage my time well, but I was still able to get it all done. So I need that sense of urgency that gets me in that proper balanced flow state. This is so weird. I feel like there are a lot of things about the educational system that I don't like, but this is good. Like, these kinds of standardized tests, this is actually formatted in a good way, at least the environment, because you have the timer to provide urgency. You have the challenge level, like on the SAT, it's like adaptive. So if you get the first section, like if you did really good on it, then they'd make the next section harder, which is honestly good. It's good for your brain to be challenged. There's no distractions. You have proper breaks, but you don't you spend those breaks wisely. It's actually just a good system. I don't know. Yeah. Standardized tests are just formatted, like the environment is good, and you need to replicate that environment when you're trying to study or when you're trying to focus. So, when you're trying to focus, have a checklist. No distractions. Just make a rule that you cannot touch your phone or you cannot touch your browser or whatever for the next hour. Set a timer. Set a 30-minute or like an hour timer, depending on like how you're feeling, and only do your one thing for that allotted time. No distractions. Tell other people, I'm trying to focus. Can you be quiet? Like, maybe even don't have music and just lock in. Like, this is literally how you can lock in. This is how you can focus. Like, this is just, this is not new. I'm just grabbing this from a test that I took this morning. So I guess if you were to take away one thing from this video, it would be to just take your focus sessions more seriously and just be logical about it. Like, I'm trying to focus. Okay, what will prevent me from that focus? Having a device that is buzzing all the time and is literally designed to get me to not focus on the thing I need to do. So let's remove that from the system. Let's remove that from the equation. Okay, I need to focus. What do I need to focus on? I need to focus on my homework. So I should remove all the other things that are distracting me from that homework. I need to focus right now. I need to focus right now, but I don't want to, and I don't want to because I feel like I don't need to do it right now. So let's provide that urgency and set a timer for that. Just be logical about it and take it more seriously and just do it. Just do it. Like, that's so obvious, but yeah, that's what I learned today. I just found that it's interesting to just think that, like, I already knew all this stuff about focusing, but just thinking about it in that way of, like, if I were taking a test right now, this is how I would do it. So replicate that environment. I don't know. I just found that interesting, and it was actually helpful. It was helpful because I had other homework to do today, and I applied that. Like, I did the same things that I did when I was actually taking the test, and I was so focused, and I got it done, like, a lot quicker than I normally get that homework done. So I just found that interesting, and it was helpful for me, so hopefully it was helpful for you. If it was helpful, then definitely hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like these, then definitely subscribe, because I'm trying to post, or I am posting every single day, talking about what I learned that day and how I'm trying to implement it into my life and how you guys can implement it into yours. So if you want to see those kinds of videos, then definitely subscribe. Yeah. This video is specifically recommended for you. You can subscribe in that corner. And if you subscribe, then I will see you in tomorrow's video.